They say a kingdom stood on the brink of collapse. No king, no order, only chaos. The nobles schemed, the people starved, and the throne of Britain sat empty. But in the heart of this despair, a strange stone appeared with a sword buried deep inside it. And carved into the blade were words that shook men's souls. Whoso pulleth out this sword is rightwise king born of all England. One by one the strongest knights tried. They pulled, they strained, their veins bursting with fury. The blade did not move. The greatest lords dripping with armor and pride grunted and failed. The sword mocked them all. And then, when the world least expected it, a boy stepped forward. A boy with no crown, no title, no noble blood. His name was Arthur. He was nothing, or so they thought. With hands that were not hardened by war, Arthur grasped the hilt. And in a silence that froze the crowd, the blade slid free like it had been waiting only for him. Gasps filled the air. Nobles fell to their knees. The kingdom had found its king, chosen not by blood, nor wealth, nor power, but by destiny itself. But was destiny ever so simple? Arthur grew into a ruler of legend. He built a round table, where no man sat higher than another. He fought battles that shook the earth. He carried a sword whose name would echo across centuries, Excalibur. And his knights swore that as long as Arthur lived, Britain would never fall. Yet behind the shining tales, there was darkness. Camelot, his glorious court, became a nest of secrets. Lancelot, his bravest knight, loved the very queen Arthur had sworn to protect. Mordred, a child of sin, waited in the shadows to betray him. And when blood finally spilled between father and son, Arthur's kingdom drowned in fire. The boy chosen by the sword, the one destined to unite the land, died by the blade of his own blood. And so, Britain's golden dream shattered into dust. But here lies the true twist. Historians whisper that Arthur may not have been a myth at all. Beneath the legends, some claim there was a real warlord, a forgotten general who fought the Saxons after Rome abandoned Britain. A man whose victories were so great that storytellers turned him into a king touched by heaven itself. So was Arthur truly chosen by a magical sword? Or was the sword in the stone nothing more than a symbol? An ancient riddle meant to crown not just a boy, but an idea. An idea that power does not always belong to the strongest knight, nor the richest noble, but sometimes fate chooses the most unlikely of us all. And that is why the tale of King Arthur refuses to die, because deep down, we all wonder, if the sword and the stone stood before us today, would it choose me